are, welcome back. You know, Madden. We are taking on the Viking. They know this game.
Between the Minnesota Vikings and the GreenBay Packers. Leading the Vikings here, head coach Kevin O'Connell. These guys hoping to make it 2 wins in a row this week. Along the opposing sideline, the head coach of the Packers. These guys more than motivated for this contest, ready to take the field here at home.
We are on defense. Let's see what my defense can do.
And off we go from snowy Lambeau Field. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here.
For a moment, I thought we were
All
on
right,
defense.
let's get this show on the road.
We
It
are
is
offense.
1st and 10.
Down, set.
Trying the inside handoff to Lloyd. And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Ready. Ready. 3rd, set.
Love from the gun. He gets it complete. Here's Marshawn Lloyd. And he'll get it up to the 27. The Vikings into the nickel for this 3rd down play.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Set, hut. 6, hut.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Finds the in route complete. They got the football, Brock, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker. 4th down.
6 yards.
Perhaps a little misplaced sense of urgency on their opening drive. We'll find out together, and they're going for this from their own side. Lloyd on the shotgun handoff. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. That's good for a couple of yards. And the conversion sets them up with a new set of downs. All set to go now from the 35.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Love with it on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
You like that big move, right?
It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On the give, it's Lloyd. And he charges through the snow for a gain of 4. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Hut, hut.
They run once more with Lloyd. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down.
No, my wife even got Jason Watson.
Someone they need to help
No.
their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now.
That's bad news for us.
Their opening drive continues. 1st and 10 now from the 39.
Here we go. Here we go. Hut.
First time running with the rookie from Cal. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
He's going to take this down to the
Not
11-yard
bad. My
line.
one game
That'll
good.
go for an 18-yard
Oh, good.
gain. And that's good for a GreenBay 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Here we go. Hut.
Again, a run with Lloyd. That's a nice
Not bad,
run
not bad.
that 7-yard
They
gain
keep it
and
that up.
2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Let's ready.
Hand off here to Lloyd. And he gets
Good
it.
job.
Touchdown.
Touchdown.
The Packers finish up an excellent opening series. Marshawn Lloyd with the touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's
No,
the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the
defense.
starch
Let's
out
see
of
what my
that defense and
defense
put
can
some
do.
doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
That one right down the middle. And the Packers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. He fields it from the 8. This makes it up to the 25. So we'll see the Vikings offense now for the first time. And they're brought out by the 10th pick of the 2024 draft, a national champion at Michigan, J.J. McCarthy.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game he had last week stuffed in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the one interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win. There's certainly some momentum to build on today.
Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they could be facing 3rd down to begin
My
this ball
defense
game.
get after the Viking
These
offense.
Packers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Minnesota
My defense
lined up in punt
with
formation.
the
And he
top
punted away to end a
potential.
disappointing opening drive. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Ready.
Lloyd running dead ahead. And tough to run it just how he wants to amidst these elements. Defense on and behind that line of scrimmage. Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Love out of the shotgun. This is on target to Christian Watson. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. A give right side. Here's Lloyd. This is not going to get it done on 3rd down. They catch him behind the line. This goes for a loss. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Short pass brought in. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. It's an 8-yard gain. A great call there on 4th down. Keeps this drive moving. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Here we go.
Go with Lloyd here.
Not bad, let go.
Before the defense gets to him. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this.
On the ready.
Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They've got 2nd and 7 to start.
Set. Yellow, 22.
Okay.
Hut.
To the ground, Lloyd.
Oh, I
They
thought
keep
they
moving forward,
kicked
Brock,
him
down
out.
inside the opposing 30. Offense is set. 1st and 10. Throwing. It's Love.
Oh, come on. You have opportunity to get the ball.
Couldn't connect. Second down.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man.
Guess what? Why you got the ball right?
Almost a completion of the wrong team there. So they're left facing third and long. Third and long for him here.
Let's go, Lee.
And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Down. 52 blue.
16-yard line.
Ready.
They're giving out a line. Let's attack. He's still going.
Woo, let's go.
Another first down
Lord.
on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
I see what they mean though, but I mean, if you really wanted to,
Here we go.
you really
Here we
could
go.
just make like a mile-long stretch of just nets. Just make like a drive.
Keep pushing
Oh.
across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line too. Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Love makes the catch. And he's brought
Oh
down
my
real
God,
close
this
to that
was
goal
awesome.
line at the 1. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches.
Ready. 33. Yep. Ready.
Good job, mate. Going. Let's go. My
Get
boy.
another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But they can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. Great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
That one splits the uprights. And the Packers double their lead to 14.
I can even put it underneath your table.
Back on defense.
About sets kick this one away, and away we go again. This return starts at the 5. He's brought down just inside the 25. The Vikings and their QB J.J. McCarthy returning to the field on offense. And he's been somebody who can get the scoring done with his legs just as much as his arm. You can see he's top 5 for touchdowns among NFL QBs. And off to Benson to start the drive. And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
I just need to get us away from this stupid island.
On the shotgun, McCarthy.
Oh, just again.
And we'll stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. Give him 38 on that one. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were.
I think I need double
A
coverage.
few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
I don't know which direction we're going.
Handoff now out of the gun.
Good job, Michael Parsons.
They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. Man, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
So the Vikings will try a field goal on 4th down. Will Reichert headed out. From the left hash, 54 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, And he did.
Pass it to
Hold
on
on,
me.
though. There's a flag down here. Although,
They will
if
get
this
the
is
ball
on the defense,
back.
Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead. And that's going to award their offense a first down. You gotta be smarter than that. No reason to hit the kicker there, and that gives them a first down. They'll run here, following the penalty. And tough running as the Elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Exactly 2 minutes to play in half number 1. More football from the frozen tundra of Lambeau coming up. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That's caught in stride by
I thought it came.
And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal. Benson. And that
Nope.
right there is the start
He
of
will
what
know
could
what to
be a
follow
goal
me.
line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. It also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Now from back at the 7. Here's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Pushing for the end zone, and he lost the
Oh, let go.
Packers pick it up. We'll pause here, and for good reason.
Let go.
The Packers injured on that play.
Fall,
and is
pretty
being
fall.
tended to. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Play action. Love. It's Reed downfield, and he's got it.
Let go,
Stop
Danny.
is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. The Packers
Yeah,
take
let's
their
up
first
the
time
kick in.
out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Why did that
I may
pop
love
up on my
watching a
screen?
great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate.
Yeah.
That guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Hits him on the out route.
Oh,
And they've got
I did not mean
just a
step
step
out
or
bounds.
2 before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. First down from the 42. Takes the handoff, now Love.
No!
And the defender
Oh,
jumps up
God,
with
I
it.
did not mean to that.
Murphy picks it. And the Vikings get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. Good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy to throw. Completed over the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Minnesota spends its 2nd time out here. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
2nd and 10, McCarthy. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Get the timeout called. We've got 5 seconds remaining in the half. McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. He's going to lob this to the end zone.
Let go.
Connects.
Good dog,
Shove
good
it
finish.
in the half. No dice.
It's a
It's gonna take
Viking
us to the
down.
break.
Pop out.
We'll catch up with the rest of the league later on. We're right through halftime and on to the start of the 3rd quarter. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. That's going to be taken in at the 8. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. Here's the Minnesota offense headed out to start this 3rd quarter. Their defense has really kept them in this game. Now it's time for this offense to start putting up some points. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. 3rd quarter underway. Here's Benson. And the snow hampering their ground game here as he's slowed up just a yard on that run. Only gets a yard there to make it it's 2nd and 9.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Now it's McCarthy. Caught by his fullback behind the line. Not a lot of room for him. He makes it to the 34. That was Xavier McKinney that time with the tackle. Not set. This is 3rd and 5. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here.
My defense. I want the A thing to say.
They didn't either.
And he sends it up amongst the flurries of snow. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember. But
my
his
defense
would probably rather forget.
Here we go, set. Cut.
Here's Lloyd. And tough to run it just how he wants to amidst these elements. Defense on and behind that line of scrimmage. First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Completed to his running back. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you,
we'll keep running back right here.
That big old run.
Play straight ahead, and he scampers ahead and gets 2 on a carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door to a bigger gap in the future.
Well, he might be closer to staying blown again, and that play gives him a 1st and goal.
Watch out, man. 50 Here we go.
There's Love to throw.
Good dog, kiss the wash.
The Packers push their lead further to start the half. Christian Watson with the touchdown. Right on the edge of the goal line for 1st and goal, and I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So the 1st down pass play can and certainly was effective.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So a rarity for anyone playing penalty bingo. It's a kickoff out of bounds into great field position starting out. 1st and 10. It's McCarthy. Finds him over the middle. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. It's Betson on the give. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st. Trying to throw this from the gun. This is thrown towards a defender instead, and he's the one who makes a play on the football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on 1st down. So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Here he goes. 3rd and long. That's caught. This is Addison. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
First down. First and 10.
Running again now, McCarthy. Looking right, and he finds him. And this one does not go far. Second down now, they need 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to the air, McCarthy. Jump off caught by his back. Hop on the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
Taken down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
3rd and long for him here. Here's a screen to Benson. And he hits a wall at the line and goes nowhere. So the Vikings will try a field goal on 4th down. Will Reichert headed out from the left hash, about 31 yards out. Reichert connects there. And here in our 3rd quarter, finally able to get their first points of this game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
He lost the football, and they steal it back on the return.
These guys are flying down the field. Reminds me of the guys at Braveheart. But different than Braveheart, these guys got 2 things on their mind. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, try to separate the ball if they can. It's rare that it happens, but boy, is it big when it does.
2nd down now, 7 to go. On the shotgun, McCarthy. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
And the Vikings first down. An 8-yard pickup.
So we're through 3 here. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Big trouble now, and the ball is out. And they say Packers football. And that right there is going to be the spot they take over as they pick up a couple extra yards on the fumble return.
You're using this play to try for a 1st down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Hut. 33. Yep, hut.
Love from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Ready. Black. 95. Set.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect. This one misses the tight end. So it's going to be 4th and short. The lead looks safe, but the Penals staying down. They're going for this.
Here we go. Set. 60 red. 6 set.
Now Lloyd. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
Here we ready.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Set. Hut.
Trying the inside handoff to Lloyd. And he charges through the snow for a gain of 4. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
On the give, it's Lloyd. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5.
Come on, check.
Shotgun now for Love. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down at the 30. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
That's another Packers first down. First and 10.
Work against the blitz. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. 2nd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Sending him on the dive. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Let's go.
There's a dive up the middle. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
Turner on the tackle. A gain of a
Right.
yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Love out of the shotgun.
Vikings 11-yard line.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And this is going to get him right up near that first down, but he's marked short after a gain of 7, 3rd down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
It is cut left side. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on down. 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. Downfield, he's got Hawkinson. And he will get to that 30-yard line before they stop him. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Vikings hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Let's go. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. He's got a man left. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. Another turnover. This time it's an interception. Picked off by Evan Williams. And the Packers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Okay, that's just one of those situations that is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win, and you feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, yeah, interceptions follow.
The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And it's been such an incredible season for him. As we play our final month of football, he's leading the NFL in passing yards.
Down, ready.
Here's the one back on the handoff. And he charges through the snow for a gain of 4. He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
Here we go, set. 50, green. Set.
We're going to pass it here. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. 3rd down coming up.
brings up third
Ready.
and 5.
To the air with Love. He's got it complete to Reed. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers put up even more points in a win. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases. I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
That one right down the middle. And the Packers grow their lead yet again. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line. Kevin O'Connell getting his Vikings offense out for another drive. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Now begin this drive with Benson. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. All set to go now from the 35.
The Vikings first down.
First down, and they go right back to it. Man, they've had a miserable time trying to run it through all this snow. Another carry fails here. He's going to lose yardage. Back to the line they come. 2nd down. Staying on the ground with Benson. Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up 3rd down.
Not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. Now the Vikings use their 3rd and final timeout.
The Vikings first down.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
McCarthy looking to throw. And again, an interception is drawn. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Taking a final shot at the end zone. And there's our last stand image of this game. It's intercepted. Picked off by Evan Williams.
Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. You got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
So a historic venue in football sees yet